tiger? What the fuck am I going to do with that?
You put a tooth around a necklace, propose to a lady. Back then, jewelry was all tactical back then.
Yeah.
It's animal bone.
You had to be able to wear it and stab somebody.
You had to be like, man, look, y'all see my queen? She got a shark tooth on her. You know what I had to do for that one?
Yeah.
I got in there and wrestled it.
Blame it on my roots. I showed up in boots and ruined your black tie affair. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another phenomenal episode of My Momma Told Me.
Podcast that dives deep into the pockets of black conspiracy theories.
And we finally worked to prove whatever bullshit y'all got going on. We ready. We're willing.
Let's go.
Let's talk.
Let's do it.
Okay.
You got something.
Let's address something. I don't like that people keep pretending like Barack Obama is funny.
Ooh, shit. Yeah.
That bothers me.
I mean,
he's not
funny. Stop.
But he was a leader of the free world, bro.
That's not what we're talking about.
I feel like you get certain perks.
But being funny is not one.
I don't you
can have the computer drop the bombs on you.
Nope.
I'm laughing. He was letting the computer drop bombs on people.
You're
what you're saying.
To survival. You're sitting here like an animal, being like, yeah, no, you're right, yeah. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying when you go home at night, Mandal, you're not reflecting on like funny Obama jokes.
That's true.
Yeah. What's one he got off?
The one I know is the one where he told the turkey one and looked at his daughters and begged them to laugh.
But he a dad though.
Me too, nigga. I'm funny.
But here's the thing: you got a uphill battle because as you have more children, because you are being fruitful and multiplying.
Okay,
it's gonna be hard.
Don't put that curse on me, my man. I'm done.
It's gonna be harder for you to be funny, brother, because the dad jokes, bro.
Nah, Obama and I got the same amount of daughters.
Trump has kids too, and he's hilarious.
Huh?
That's fair.
Trump is very funny.
Very funny.
I would say the funniest president to ever exist.
Bernie Mac had kids. A lot of funny people got kids.
People got
kids.
That's
a fair point, bro.
Barack's not funny. Y'all just want him to be funny because you want him to be a good guy, and that's not first of all not the same thing. And second of all, not how that works.
I think he should maybe ease up on him. I think he should lean into being handsome if you're really looking for a Barack trait.
I think he's a handsome guy.
That should be allotted. He should be a handsome guy.
I think he's aged exceptionally.
Yeah.
That's a good-looking old man.
Yeah.
Speaking of Obama, who did y'all really want on the podcast today instead of me? I don't know if I should let the audience in on this, but I was called here T-minus 2 hours beforehand, which means that somebody else did cancel.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. And you're hard to tie down, bro. You're hard to wrestle. I'm surprised we got you.
Not really if I got that sick.
Listen.
This was a short shot from Langston.
Are we doing this? I have another engagement this evening for a recording that you were requested on and did not respond
this
to. This evening.
What was it for?
For a different podcast.
Oh, this nigga tried to big dog us, but you the big dog.
I don't even know.
Who's dogging the big dog?
I don't even know about this.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so it's like you're not easy. We don't know where you're at all the time.
I don't even know about this. It's hard.
Damn.
I feel cool because I don't know what you're talking about.
I was upset too. I was like, damn, Mandal doesn't want to do it. That's too bad.
What was it?
It's another podcast.
Okay, tell me about it later.
I will.
Yeah, absolutely. I would love it.
I don't know.
No, it's too late.
I'm pretty sure I just didn't see it, whatever it was.
Oh, I'd be saying that too.
Yeah. But y'all absolutely
I bet there was a time in your life where you wouldn't have not seen it.
You know something? I ain't gonna lie, bro.
The DMs with the checks used to always get answered.
I used to wear glasses, bro.
Wow.
So I probably did see it back then. But then I realized glasses was how they was trying to infect us with bad vision.
Okay, let's go.
All you got to do is do just like Prince.
Yep.
Prince lives to 1,000 years old because he was sleeping in an aquarium every night.
I don't think Prince was old even when he
Look
died.
this up. The Wikipedia gonna try to lie to y'all. He used to sleep in an aquarium. How tall is Prince?
I'm saying he died at like, what are you, like 55 or some shit? He wasn't out.
He was 1,000, bro. How tall is Prince?
5'3", 5'4".
He was in a 5'4" size aquarium. They sell them by the height down at the aquarium shop in Minneapolis. Yeah. You used to go down there. They'd be like,
they sell them in human height, is what you're saying.
They sell them 5'4", 6 foot, whatever height you want, bro. Y'all ain't never had fish.
I had a bunch of fish.
He went down to the Minneapolis aquarium shop.
Mm-hmm.
They say, man, what you want? Rocks at the bottom? He like, no, I want a Tempur-Pedic, bro.
Wow.
Like the shop at the end of the aquarium gift shop?
No. He goes to a shop for aquarium.
Where you would assemble your aquarium.
The fish tank
store. The pet store.
Oh, the pet store.
Yeah. And I can tell based on that response, you don't believe in small aquariums.
Okay.
You think that aquariums only belong in vast spaces. This aquarium technically covered up. Fish could live in there. They had Prince sleeping in one of these, horizontal, of course, because people don't sleep standing up. He spent 8 hours a night in that, and he lived to 1,000 years. They try to lie and say he died because of Ambien or something. This cat is not Roseanne Barr. This cat was messing around, sleeping in water, and that's why he looked so youthful.
Brother, but he was not old. They have him on the news when he was a little boy in the 70s.
How do you respond to the allegations?
You know what I'm talking about when they interviewed him?
Active footage of Prince as a child.
Listen, man, y'all think this stuff that they showing y'all, they just got.
Okay.
Intelligence been artificial.
Whoa.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
Intelligence been fake.
You know why I like that? It kind of had a rhythm to it.
Yeah.
It didn't make sense at all.
Yeah.
But it had a good rhythm.
Look, they'll show y'all pictures and video stuff. Have you ever met Prince?
No.
Read them and weep. Know what I'm saying? Yeah, boy.
I don't even know what happened.
Nah, he got you. You ain't never met Prince. So how could you even?
Hey, man.
Damn, he got you good.
I don't even know what I would be looking for.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. You just got to shut the fuck up and take it after that.
Damn.
Mandal,
I'm sorry.
We haven't introduced you.
Yeah, I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, but no, it's okay. I'm so happy you're here. You're one of our favorite people on the planet. You are a hilarious comedian. The man, Netflix.
Come on.
Other
everywhere.
Spaces.
Your favorite internet clip, probably.
I would say maybe my favorite animated thing in the past 5 years is a clip that regularly goes viral of that Mandal is responsible for.
Which one?
The what's his name? Lil
Daddy.
Lil Daddy.
The little cartoon.
I like the Air Force One's one.
A lot of classics on the Adult Swim.
Boy, were they lazy.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Mandal contributed a lot of good stuff onto Adult Swim.
Man,
let him know the acronym, too. What's the acronym?
Man Against Negativity, Distributing All Love.
Come on, let's go.
We all know the acronym.
I feel very warmly welcomed into this environment.
That's all we asked for. Ladies and gentlemen, Mandal's here.
Thank y'all so much, man.
The blessings of God.
Mm-hmm.
That's hard, bro. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm a huge fan of y'all, bro. Love this podcast.
Hell yeah.
Langston has helped me get employed when I came here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Langston has done a lot of favors for me. And
you came on here nasty. You came on here nasty.
Yeah.
I came here nasty.
Coming with accusations that you weren't a top priority for us.
No, that is the truth. That's not an accusation.
But that could have been quiet.
Yeah.
But you could have lived with that.
No,
you could have went to bed with that feeling.
That's true.
You didn't have to say it out
preach
loud.
the gospel of Mandal out into the world regularly.
That's true.
A club just is about to hit you up because I told him to hit you up.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, hey, bro. Hey, I'm going to say something, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It be people be doing me a lot of favors, man. And I really appreciate that, man. And
we all want to see what happens when you survive.
We want you to win.
Here's the thing.
You know what I mean? Like we all.
This is funny.
I think we all see a potential of either like insane success or true psychopath like behavior that like one way or the other, I want to see this book finish.
Man, I appreciate it. It's a weird thing because I do feel like a lot of the support is from comedians actively fighting against my own mental health issues, man.
That's right.
Yeah, man. And it seems like I be team mental health issues, and y'all are actively winning that battle, bro. And I can't thank y'all enough, bro. Like, I'm very happy about that. It's been a great experience. I would have never moved from Atlanta ever in my life if it weren't for the opportunities people provided for me.
Mando, I can't let you jump. I need to see what happens when you meet Don Cheadle.
Yo,
see, that's what I'm saying, bro.
That's gonna go nuts. I need your
him
first
in the
dramatic role.
Yeah.
I need to see the first Mandal dramatic role.
I gotta see the full story finished because this might be the greatest. Genuinely, I'm saying it. This is like some.
It's hard because we're good, right?
We're
all
good.
very funny. You're funny in a way that people are like, yeah, it's just that's like another thing.
But see, the thing is, the issue is I can't read or write for real.
That's okay.
And that's okay. Like two huge things in this industry.
Jobs.
That's
we'll keep getting you jobs, baby.
That's
Come
okay.
on.
We're going to see you through that.
Come on.
Yeah. We're going to figure that out.
A lot of the greats couldn't. A lot of the greats couldn't.
Bro, and
bro, you think Jim Gaffigan can read?
Yeah, that's a great point.
Yeah.
Because that cat fire what he do. He going straight like Sally.
Yeah. Come on.
Like, that's hard. Like, I wish I could do that. Like, man, this Apple take. Hold on.
He's
I'm
like,
inspired.
Reflect on me. No, thank you. I'm going to be over here with it.
He fine, bro.
Yeah,
he wanted the coldest to do it. I ain't gonna lie. Like, the arbitrary, I wish I could go arbitrary with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, we're very happy you're here, Mandal. You came with the conspiracy theory that we've been excited to talk about.
Yeah, this is a good one.
This has been an ongoing conversation for us. You said, My Momma Told Me.
Giants used to exist.
Yes, and I have some information here.
Here we go.
That is going to kind of close this out a little early.
You're not even going to explain yourself where you live in it, nothing. You just going to go ahead and shut it down.
I think that there was a reality where giants live.
Yep.
Right? I can't put this on my mom because she would hate that.
Sure.
But there had to be giants at some point. And I'm going to say this. I think that maybe they weren't necessary. It's two pathways. I got a fun answer, and I got an answer that is just probably what actually happened.
Yeah. Give us the fun one.
Yeah, let's start fun.
Fun answer is giants was there. They was stumping on folks. It was Donkey Kong with the red tie, Ray on cats, right? And then, but that cat was dumb, and we was like, "Oh, slingshot," you know what I'm saying? Booby trap.
David and Goliath.
And then the cats died off the stupid.
Okay, the smaller ones took them out.
Yes,
we took us, right?
Yeah.
So, well, it depends. Now, it depends on what because it could be Homo sapiens versus Neanderthals. Neanderthals was bigger. They had big old eyebrows.
I don't think they were that tall, though.
They was taller than us, though.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
No, that's actually not true at all.
Neanderthals weren't taller than Homo sapiens?
No, not at all. They're inches, like for real shorter than us.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. I got that wrong.
No, it's okay. I don't want you to lose what you got going
lose steam.
just because of this one moment.
My second one is...
Yeah, here we go.
Is that I have a theory that a lot of the information that we have today was, I think that history at some point was also narrative at the same time for a while. And so I think that some of the storytelling it was really just Shaq of their time.
Yeah.
But the narrative is like, this cat is a giant.
He fought a giant.
Because this cat is just bigger than the average. You get what I'm saying?
That's like the biggest booty in high school that you knew.
Yes. That is the biggest ass in the world.
There was nothing like it. You had never seen it.
Yep.
She was a young whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you go to college or the workforce, and then you're like, small pond.
Yeah, it was still a good ass, but it wasn't the legend that I thought it was.
I talk about it on stage, bro, because like you probably heard me say this before, but like I think all the narratives in there it's a little sauce in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
because that's
definitely.
how people tell stories.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
So like it probably was a giant individual, but it's not. Like, bro, it's a bunch of that. Noah and them.
Yeah.
Cities was like 500 feet back then. No platypus around there. No kangaroo. Anything that was in Australia was not. Ain't never been in that region.
Yeah.
So to them, it was. This is all the animals we know. Therefore, this is all the animals.
Yeah, it's like 10 animals.
Yeah, it was like 10.
He was like, hey, you got snake, right? Because I saw a snake once. I know we got.
They're like snake, pig, cow, dog. They're like, what we say the whole universe. You guys ain't got no map. They don't know. They don't know how vast the world was, man.
No. It also is so silly when you find out like that pandas like only breed like every 6 years.
Yeah.
It's like you got 2 of them. That ain't gonna solve the problem.
But here's the thing, like, I believe a flood happened.
Mm-hmm.
I believe this guy had a boat.
Floods happen every day.
I believe he put stuff on said boat.
But it wasn't panda. It was
2 by 2.
It was goat.
You know what I'm saying?
It was just local.
That was Billy Goat on that.
Do they ever talk about bugs on that boat?
They don't bring up the bugs very often.
But see, that's what I was saying, because I'm like, bro, he had to put the mosquitoes in there. That boy really doing the work of the devil for real.
Damn.
Now we're digging into it.
Because he could have just stopped it. He could have just cut spiders out.
Bro,
but why'd
you bring anything besides a dog?
You should have just brought
those are
the good
fun.
ones.
Fuck you bringing it? Okay,
the ones
cow, I guess we need.
The ones we eat, a couple ones we like to hang out with. You don't really need any other animals.
No.
For sure.
Yeah.
But I want to make my point about giants, if I may.
Yeah.
This argument is over because Genesis 6:4. and if you do not take the Bible as truth, guess what? I'm walking straight out that door. I'm not playing that Hollywood devil stuff y'all on. Y'all love the devil out here and it get on my nerves. Genesis 6:4 says, there were giants in the earth in those days. Let's wrap it up, guys. Let's end the podcast. Genesis 6:4 said it. We're done. Any argument against that is the work of the devil. And I know this is not my platform, but I cannot have that, bro. Can I have my jacket? Come on.
Can I ask just a short follow-up question?
Sure. Yes, sir.
Can you read me Genesis 6:3 and Genesis 6:5 as well?
Okay.
That's a nice follow-up.
We're going straight through the Genesis. But y'all remember how they dropped the Genesis?
Yes.
Yeah, that's when they first started making the car slantward.
Yeah, now they got the Ionic.
Woo! And you know what that means. Okay, you said 6, 3 through 4?
3 through 5. Go ahead and hit the one after it.
Okay, 3 through 6, 3 through 5. And
you got
listen,
a Bible app?
Is
that a Bible app?
I am getting a little nervous because this is becoming very reminiscent of a very, very dark popcorn situation I had in middle school.
Okay. Popcorn's when you had to read. You got called on to read.
Okay, so then, okay. So the Bible says, okay. And then, nah, y'all boys scared for me to read. Oh, y'all know I'm about to read so crazy. I really don't want to embarrass y'all like that with my reading skills. That's the only reason I'm hesitant.
Mandal, you got to do it.
Okay.
You got to try your best.
Then the Lord said, my spirit will not contend with humans forever, for they are mortal. Their days will be 120 years. I missed the word. Will be 120 years.
You're doing fine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go. The Nephilim were
I don't know.
The Nephilim were on the earth in those days and also afterward, when the sons of God went to the daughters of humans and had children by them. They were the heroes of old, men of renown. The Lord saw how great the wickedness of the human race had become on earth, and that every inclination of the thoughts of the human heart was only evil at the time. Only evil all the time.
Oh.
Yeah, man, I butchered that. But I will say this. But this is a different. Hold on. This is a different.
None of that was connected to anything.
This one what we had.
That's so troubling that you weren't even close to what you've introduced to us.
Genesis.
The Giants never came up once.
Genesis 4.
What happened? This nigga was reading from Revelations.
Okay, wait. Genesis 4. Hold up, man. See, y'all, all that Bible playing around, y'all doing? I'm going to walk straight off this podcast, bro. Y'all not scared enough for me to walk out this podcast. That's the issue. Okay, hold on.
We got what we needed out of you.
I went Google. I Googled it. Let me go straight to the Bible app.
Yeah.
Because see, the Bible app is what we go up. That's what application means.
Now remember, it's 6:3 through 6:5.
Okay, 6:3.
Because I think you put in like 3:4 or some shit.
Okay,
I don't think you started with chapter 6.
Okay, 6:3 through 5 is what I just said before.
Yeah. Then where's the giant stuff?
The giant stuff.
You said it was 6:4. It
came from Google. Let's see. Hold on. Let's type in the sentence.
It's rare you get to watch somebody fully fail. So, you know what I mean? All the way to the end. Where like he introduced the premise where he had one-upped us. He had figured it out. Giants are real. And he can't even locate the text.
This is tough.
The scripture.
This is tough.
This is hard to watch.
Okay. No. Okay. Nephilim. Let's hear that sounded out.
Yep.
Okay.
Spell it.
Hold on. I got you. Pronounce.
Now you gotta let him. You gotta let him work this out.
Is a giant.
Okay.
Nephilim. Okay. What's the word? Meaning of the word Nephilim. The Hebrew word Nephilim is sometimes directly translated as giants or taken to mean the fallen ones. Okay, so I think these cats weren't even on Earth for real. Hold on. No, giants on Earth.
Yeah, they're saying that the Nephilim began to fuck around with human beings.
Right.
And they created an evil race of people who sort of lacked in all the humanity. And that is why God will then wipe the slate clean on everybody.
That's the story of Yakub.
It is in part the story of Yakub, yeah.
Oh, snap.
But Yakub did it with the... Yakub is an alien race, man. But same premise that he that big old head.
Okay, so
made him a separate species.
I think Google, and that's what's wrong. That's why we got to get these phones, this AI up out of here.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm with you.
Google tried to translate it to giants on its own, not even respecting the text for what it said.
Right. You're a Nephilim man.
Say the words for what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Don't try to interpret for me and try to embarrass me on Langston and David podcast.
That's well said.
That's just crazy, bro. Bro, I'm not as dumb as I present, bro.
No, I've never.
I know that this was a very
Aren't you a college graduate?
Yeah. I know this is very low.
What was your major?
Marketing, bro.
Really?
Yeah, bro. I barely
sometimes
graduated.
I wonder if it's like this is all like a really great play that you're doing.
Now, I am a low IQ individual, but sometimes I be like, dang, bro, like that was embarrassingly stupid, bro. Like, that was really stupid. You know what I'm saying? That was stupid, like shaming my family.
Nobody feels that way.
Nobody's ever felt that afterwards.
Yeah, man. Sorry about that, y'all, about that misinformation. But I would say this. The texts do say that the giants exist.
Bori, where do you fall in this? Are you a giants are real ass person?
I think it's really size based to me. What do we mean? Are we mean like 12 feet tall?
I think
what's the height that we're talking?
Certainly the suggestion, and maybe we could if that's the question, and I think it's a valid one because it sort of connects to Mandal's suggestion, your suggestion of like some people are just Shaq, and that's a giant in a real sense, but not in a whatever we're
race
imagining.
Of people consistently, that's the base size.
Yeah, exactly.
It's different than an outlier.
Yes.
Or even an outlier group, like the Maasai warriors are all tall, but that's, you know what I'm saying?
But you're not consistently that height.
Yeah.
Shaq is not your 5'9".
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's something else.
Yeah.
That said, we should take a break, and when we come back, we can maybe dig into some of this research where maybe we'll unpack exactly what all that means. All right. More Mandal, more My Momma Told Me.
Yeah, somebody got dick in the face, Craig. See if he's okay.
That's crazy.
We're back.
That's about right.
I got
Mandal, you have breaking news.
I got another angle.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
now this is where we going evolution with it,
Mm-hmm.
right? So you know how like we primates or whatever.
Yep.
And you know it's different ways to go. Some people went.
Is this completely different than the Bible thing? Because you just
I'm about to wrap around.
Okay,
around.
I'm excited.
So you know some cats, it's like a common ancestor, and then we all went different ways. Some folks went orangutan with it. You know what I'm saying? Some folks went Donkey Kong racing. Some folks went
bonobo. Yeah, chimpanzee.
humanoid with it. But there was one little branch that was called Gigantopithecus, right?
It's the giant primate.
This cat was huge.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what they assume people have referenced for Sasquatch. It was a giant. It was like an ape, but bro was like 8 feet tall.
Okay.
You know, he good post game, all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Now, let's say if there was a branch of that on the gorilla side,
Okay.
there could be a reality that there was a giant version of the human side that died in a previous time.
That there were humans that evolved from that specific branch that then became.
We had our own branch of Gigantopithecus. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look up a picture.
Do they have a picture? Yeah.
They do have. I have pictures of it. And the Gigantopithecus, first of all,
is this already in your research? You guys crossed?
Olivia had some of this same information, but it basically was a primate ancestor, Gigantopithecus black guy is what it's called.
No, it's
I swear to God, BLACKI. But they make a point of calling it black eye, even though that's Blackie. And it is the great ape, and it may have stood up to 10 feet tall and died out just a few 100,000 years ago, meaning our evolutionary cousin existed alongside them too.
You have a picture?
And there's
he looked like an orangutan, but he was 10 feet.
Just big.
Yeah, it's fucking big, giant. That's the difference in skull sizes for humans.
One thing them anthropologists go do, they go take this skull and be like, ooh, look at it.
Yeah, look at that.
They love that. They too.
That skull ain't like that skull.
they weird about that, bro.
It's the nasty thing that they do.
Yeah.
Because they know that there's so much in eugenics that is that.
Yeah.
And they pretend like they're not doing eugenics.
And they are doing it.
They're still doing
100%.
it.
100%.
When you go to the Natural Life Museum in D.C., it's the whole back half. It's just like, all right, bro, like these type of humans had this skull. These type of humans had that skull, bro.
Yeah.
And why are we even playing these games?
But then they start going, and we found a lot of these skulls in Africa.
Yeah.
We found a lot of those skulls in Europe.
Yeah.
Not saying these are different. No, I'm saying now we're all.
Yeah.
But back then, those skulls, and it's like, what you trying to say, bro?
I know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like you're not
You're
slick,
being nasty.
bro. Yeah.
You're
being
saying
weird.
we're descended from something like fucked.
They trying to. They weird, bro. They weird about that.
No, it's super nasty.
I thought that was weird in that museum, but yeah, that if the orangutans had their own giganto phase,
why wouldn't we?
Why wouldn't we? That's a fair argument.
Every animal has like a giant one, right?
I guess.
I'm pretty sure most of them got a giant one.
I think it's more that every animal has a little one than they have a giant one.
Yeah. Are we the little one?
Okay. I like how you flip that.
We kill everybody else.
We're good at killing.
Like
that's
all
our
the other
best
humanoid joints, we said, man, what y'all over there? Y'all eating berries? Boy, don't look too good.
Because that's crazy.
Murder.
We killed all the ones that even looked kind of like us.
Yeah.
Like the monkeys and stuff, we kept them because that's a different animal.
Yeah.
But everything that was like in here, that's all. No, we killed them all.
All them joints.
Mongoloid, all that shit.
We're so
down in Indonesia who got the fishing early.
We're so good at killing. We don't even have to worry about like where our food comes from. You know what I mean? Like we just know this week. We just know that another murderer is going to have our food prepared for us exactly the way that we expect it to be prepared.
Yeah,
it's the greatest. We're the greatest killers. No, it's not even close.
Sure. Apex predator.
Yeah,
for sure.
So yeah, I believe that we could have killed off some giant beast.
Yeah, for sure.
It reminds me, or it in some ways reminds me of how many animals we have in our possession that are like great killers. Like literally, the killer whale fucking has to spit water at us upon request.
I was just about to say, you go down.
We got polar bears in zoos.
Yeah, it's nuts.
That's the craziest bear.
Yeah, when Barnum and Bailey went out, they had them elephants in there doing the nay-nay. They was in there. They said, "Hey, give me $10. I'll let you fire off on this elephant right now."
That's crazy.
The government came down, was like, the U.S. was like, "Hey, bro, like you can't keep doing the punch the elephant competition, bro. You know how they do the punching bag?
Yeah.
They were doing that on the trunk.
Yeah,
They was measuring it based on it,
and they were like, "Don't worry, he can't feel it."
Yeah.
But you know what was crazy
Just
about
a bunch of drunk Irish immigrants.
But you know the craziest thing about it though? When the first elephant thing happened, because they just came back, maybe 2 years ago.
Oh, they brought elephants back to the circus?
No, they just, the circus just came back.
Oh, you're saying Barnum and Bailey is
Barnum and
back.
Bailey, when they cracked down on the elephants, they're like, hey, y'all can't have elephants no more. They was like, man, we ain't gonna do no show then. This circus was around for almost 100 years.
Forever.
Once they said, no, y'all can't beat up no elephants, they was like, well, forget it. Nobody get no circus. It ain't no circus without punching no elephant. That joint was crazy, bro. They was like, we shut down the whole operation.
You think the trapeze artist is what people came to see? They came to punch an elephant.
Bro.
I'm not shutting shit down.
These folks are sick, bro. They told them folks 0% on Donkey Kong and the elephants. They said, no, Donkey Kong or elephant, wrap it up.
Yeah. And you're saying that they were willing to lose their lives over that shit.
They was willing to end a 100-year business.
Yep.
Cause them folks was like,
wrap it
no
up.
More abuse, bro.
Shut it down.
Them folks was dedicated to being
I can't be mean to an elephant.
Yeah.
I don't want to live.
Them folks was crazy.
I'm
pretty sure
How hard do you think you could punch an elephant, though?
Oh, no, that junk could kill you, bro. I seen
an
elephant pull a tree out the ground.
I would worry about it because they're so smart. I would worry about it it's just, if I'm going to fight an animal, I want it to be stupid.
When we went on safari for our honeymoon, we had a day where it was raining a little bit, and while we were driving, basically they tell you that the Jeep is the animals perceive it as a single an animal. They don't see you as individuals inside of a Jeep. It is just a single animal that they get used to. They're aware of them, and they're usually not bothered by them too much. But we were driving, it was rainy, and a bull we accidentally cut off a bull from part of its herd, and that motherfucker started backing up at us and snorting, and the fear that took over my body was so intense that I would never even approach one of these motherfuckers.
Elephants, they're so smart.
It's like a water buffalo or something?
No, this is a full elephant. A bull elephant.
Elephant.
A giant.
This is just a man from
one
Philadelphia.
Of the big ones. Freeway. We cut him off from the rest of the state property.
Bro, it started backing like it was going to charge.
It was going to charge, and it was huffing and fully, it would back up, and then it would charge a little, and then it would back up again because it's warning you. And we had to very slowly back away. Everybody's nobody can breathe type shit. The guides are fine because they're so used to this shit.
Yeah.
But anybody that has never experienced it, me and my wife were sitting there fuck.
God damn.
Why y'all, whenever these things happen, why they don't just keep driving?
Because it'll kill you.
Oh, it'll catch you if you run.
They're literally to your point, they walk around. Every tree in that area is damn near knocked down because they just walk around and the trees fall beneath them. It's not they're just uprooting them. They do that too, but just their path is they create the trail.
Yeah,
it's nuts. It's a fucking monster.
That's
and
crazy.
We own it.
What about a kid though?
The little baby elephant?
Yeah.
I'll punch the shit out of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
The kid be 5'9".
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That'd be a big animal,
yeah.
Bro. Yeah. I'm pretty sure some of the stuff I said about Barnum and Bailey was untrue. But the meat of it was based on
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of the point of this podcast.
Yeah.
So you're all good.
For sure. That's crazy, bro. Yeah.
Here's the other piece of research that I think is worth talking about a little bit. The gigantism in science genetics. Apparently, gigantism does exist in some version of our genetics. It occurs in children. The overproduction of growth hormone occurs during puberty when a child is still naturally growing. This causes increased height, size for the child's age. And then, there are estimates that there have been just 100 cases in the U.S. so far.
Since the U.S.
Yeah, that it's very rare.
But don't the kids be dying early?
They do, and they're the ones with the weird voice and sort of like the odd jaw. Yeah, exactly.
Anybody read a peanut?
George Mirasan ass shit. You know what I mean?
Kali.
Yeah, exactly. Robert,
and that's not a race. That's like a weird thing we got going on. Is the thing.
I think it's
when we say giants, I think about it as like there's a mom giant and a dad giant and a baby giant.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And there's like a group of them and they have a giant family reunion.
Like them blue people.
What?
Y'all never seen them blue folks?
Oh, you're talking about Avatar.
No, it's some I'm talking about some real blue people. Look it up. They was some hillbillies in this mountain.
And they're blue?
They incested their skin
until they're blue.
Yeah, blue. Type in
blue. In Kentucky,
blue people of Kentucky.
Yeah, I've heard about that. Too.
They went incest with it, and then God punished them by giving them blue skin.
Get the fuck out of here! This isn't real.
They got Augustus glooped. From the incest.
There's no fucking way that a human being turns out.
Get off the images and go to news.
Look it up. It's articles. You can watch YouTube videos of him talking.
Okay.
He got Augustus gloop from the nonsense.
I thought it was the girl that turned into a blueberry.
The blue Fugattis, or the blue people of Kentucky.
I don't remember.
Augustus Gloop went up in the tube.
Yeah,
I'm talking about the original.
He was eating the.
No. You're right. I'm sorry.
It was violet.
Violet turns blue. Really.
Dang, the allegory in there.
The Fugattis, commonly known as the Blue Fugattis or the Blue People of Kentucky, are an ancestral family living in the hills of Kentucky starting in the 19th century, where they are known for having a genetic trait that led to the blood disorder methylmoglobinemia, causing the skin to be blue.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, them folks blue. I seen and they like, hey, we gonna keep it going by going cousin to cousin with it.
They're like, no, we fuck with being blue.
Yeah, we're blue now.
Yeah,
dabba dibba dabba.
Yeah,
bro, the hills of Kentucky is complicated.
Yeah, but that's fucked up.
But with that incest too, man, they gonna have them asymmetrical eyes.
No, I don't know what you
when you go cousin to cousin with it, one eye go always be bigger than the other.
Oh.
Yeah. They go zig and zag.
Yeah.
Zig and zag.
It does. I think incest does hit the eyes first.
The eyes go zig and zag with it.
I think always if incest is like, that's when you start getting like weird eye shit. They're in different places a little bit.
One gonna be up here, one gonna be down
there.
You
know what is crazy? I knew a guy who had a milky eye, and everybody said it was because he had sex with his cousin.
Mm-hmm. Oh, because he had like as punishment?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Like God smited him
it went to milk.
Well, what's going to happen is sometimes people think that the poison go pass through the generation. Sometimes it fill up the body itself.
Is that the blue?
That's
what that blue is.
Cousin, whatever may have views.
Yeah.
Damn.
You go whatever may have views with it.
Sins of the father.
Yeah.
If y'all had the opportunity to be a different color,
you could have asked which cousin. No, I would not choose.
You would not choose it.
No, I'm gonna put African descent every time.
No, but you keep.
I'm still black.
Culture,
but
you just get to be.
I'm still black, but
you just get to be neon or some shit.
Wow.
I don't want it to be some coon shit where you're like, what would you be if you like, that's not the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
just get to.
It's me. I got like I'm backlit.
Yeah. We find out you got a blue disorder and now you get to be something else.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like in middle school, everybody who had the hazel eyes had a run.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Not past middle school. You don't feel like that run continued.
I feel like maybe a little bit of high school, but I feel like once the R&B wasn't on top as much,
yeah,
right.
The hazel eyes kind of took a hit. You get what I'm saying? Before when cats was first hazeling it, when people was going eye contact,
yeah,
they was on top.
You're saying a cheaper brand started to emerge.
Yeah, and I think once it got too hot, everybody pivoted. You know?
I had a family of students that I taught that were like pretty dark skinned Haitian family that all had silver hair and blue eyes.
Really?
Damn.
Yeah.
Really?
Like 3 of the 4 children have like blue eyes.
And they had a run? They were doing good?
No, I wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
I don't want to, I'm not shitting on them, but it wasn't like everybody was like, whoa, the sexiest people of all time.
Yeah.
I think they were kids figuring it out. But
it was tough to have those traits and be ugly.
You know my favorite thing? You know,
you're putting me in a nasty position. I don't know what to do with it, and it's scaring me.
Bruh, you know my favorite thing is when people like had that phase on the internet where they was like, black people can have blonde hair too.
Yeah.
And then they'll show this one rare example of this lady, and it was like, I don't think we have to be attached to having blonde hair, bro. We could just not have that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're like, black people can also have blue eyes. And I'm like,
all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like that's not like making or breaking nothing for me.
Yeah.
I got what I got.
Yeah, I got what I got. And I think it's great.
I'm really not trying to change my setup.
Yeah.
You know?
It is the craziest thing. I do remember people getting the colored contact lenses, and I do remember
you look mentally ill with
the dramatic
always.
change was hard to make sense of.
I remember, I don't know what this lady was doing, but I remember when I was in this, it was a lady who had contacts and she could roll her eyes back and you could see the contacts.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
It's not supposed, I think it's supposed to move with the eye.
No, but if you roll them far enough, in theory, they will desuction from where they are. So they'll sit in the place where the contact is living.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Do you guys wear contacts?
I used to.
No.
Oh, yeah, you got LASIK.
Because of the podcast.
Man.
You got LASIK?
Yeah.
That's hard,
man,
bro.
I wish I needed it.
Laser
Yeah,
in the
you
eye.
didn't need it.
I always got scared of LASIK because what happened if you blink? You just got them eyelid tattoos like Lil Wayne.
They put little
Yeah, they hold it down, right?
things on you. So
With their hand?
no, yeah, a man goes in.
Looney
You
Tunes style.
stretch your eyeball out.
Bro,
It's like Clockwork Orange, right?
Yeah, they put like a grips on your eyes, so
Like
you
this.
couldn't close them if you wanted to.
Dang, and it be burning.
Do you feel it?
It's pressure more than it is painful.
Can you smell it?
But I'm saying,
do
you're in
smell
a
something.
staring contest and your eyes start to burn. Your eyes don't start to burn when they got you like this.
It does feel uncomfortable at first, but it's more once it's on. It's not. You couldn't close if you wanted to, so it doesn't feel like you're struggling at all.
Your junk don't dry up at all.
The whole surgery lasts like 10 minutes.
But you had to go to New York, right?
10 minutes, no blinking.
No,
In elementary school, you would have won 4 contests.
yeah, but they did both eyes in 10 minutes
Oh, okay. So 5 per eye.
at
Yeah.
best.
Did they have both of the eyes open at the same time? Or they
No,
went
you
one and one
close
with it.
one, you chill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 minutes, I can handle that.
Yeah.
It's the simplest surgery I've ever had. Might be the only surgery I've ever had.
David Blaine should try to do that. You know how he do those time interval tricks? What if he had hey, I'm gonna keep my eyes open for 4 days, just regular, just
You watch that?
what I watch that?
Yeah, would you watch that?
I go back and forth with it. Yeah. I tune in for a little while, see what's on HBO, come back. Yeah.
He still ain't blinked. That's the stuff.
Yeah. It was a bad idea.
We should maybe take one more break and then we'll do this voicemail.
Yeah, we'll do a voicemail.
Yeah, all right. We'll be back with more Mandal and more My Momma Told Me.
Have you ever had a dream that want him to do you so much you could do anything.
That's always a great video.
It's the best.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. I talk to my daughter every day. She talked like that. And I'm like, no, it's so endearing that he really thought he was saying something.
Mm. He was cooking. It just took him a while to get it out.
Yeah.
If you get the best of what he was trying to say,
it was somebody's dream.
that's nice.
Yeah, you had a dream where you thought you could do anything.
Yeah, that's all he's saying.
Some days I feel like that.
Yeah.
Mandal, we got a voicemail.
Love that, bro.
And I haven't listened to it, but I'm excited for you to listen to it with us.
Let's go for it.
Okay, here we go.
I have a conspiracy theory that I've been developing over the last couple of years.
Uh-oh.
This conspiracy theory pertains to Kevin Durant.
I like that he doesn't introduce himself.
Yeah, and he doesn't address us.
He doesn't say hello.
Yeah.
He doesn't say thank you.
Get in it.
He just gets into the business at large.
And I'm guessing this is a fades dreads combo.
Okay.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
That's how you feel?
Yeah, fade dreads combo.
Now, the question for you, how high up is that fade and how long are those
where do
dreads?
the dreads
He going
start?
Miles Morales with it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's standing up dreads.
No, the dreads hang a little bit like that. The dreads ain't super long, but the fade is high.
The fade is
You know
high.
what I'm saying?
And then
Killmonger.
full lineup.
For sure.
Start back
Killmonger with
like
it. Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Killmonger. Yeah.
Here we go.
And if you saw the clip recently, he was looking at Cameron Brink, and he was sizing her up. And my conspiracy theory is that Kevin Durant is about to start breeding with women's basketball players.
Okay.
And Kevin Durant is going to create a super race of basketball players. And I think this theory begins with me when Brittany Griner kissed Kevin Durant at the Olympics.
Oh.
Kevin Durant looked...
I've
never seen it. I'm going to look it up.
I ain't seen that. Yeah.
Brittany Griner was kissing Kevin Durant? I don't want to see those two kiss. That sounds disgusting. You know what I mean? Just as a fan of watching niggas kiss, that sounds like not the right.
You're a self-described fan of.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
I've always been that this whole time.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
Man, they had put her in the dang chambers for the reefer stick.
Yeah. Yeah, they definitely locked her up
That's
for
crazy.
All right.
That was not.
She had a mask on and
Was that Brittany Griner for sure?
Yeah, it was Brittany Griner for sure, but it
But I will say this. I do think he has a point because I do think athletes do that.
Mm-hmm.
I just think the word breed is starting to make me a little anxious. But I do think that athletes probably do be like, okay, this lady has attributes of also creating another me. You know what I'm saying?
Teague was just on saying, like, if you want an all-star, call me.
Yeah.
But, buddy, daddy.
Yeah. I mean, I think that at that level, athletic people, I mean, you hear it, or like, you ever seen it on Tinder where it's like, I want to have D1 babies.
Yeah, I think these people.
I think that's exactly what happened.
I think these people have to have some level of a God complex.
Yeah, I don't think this is even a crazy conspiracy.
No.
I think this is what athletes do.
He's like one of the greatest basketball players of all time. Why would he get with a dud?
Yeah.
You gotta be able to
you
be
gotta
fruitful
keep that
and
going.
multiply.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is an interesting thing though, because like, how many really athletes' kids? I think in order for your kid to go be very, very good at a sport, you had to be mid. You had to have all the
like
physical.
A Ken Griffey Sr.
That's what I'm saying. You
Del
had
Curry
to have like
kinda
all
thing.
the physical attributes of a star, but you didn't have the work ethic, and then you put the work ethic into the kid.
You're saying that the LeBron formula. It will not work. This reverse of it will not work.
Because I think if you so busy having a good career being an athlete and killing it, you ain't got enough time to put that self-hate into your kids.
Yeah.
To have them an insatiable desire to be great.
They need to overcome something.
They got to have some void that cannot be filled.
Yeah, and it's really the best thing you could do is leave them.
I will say that has always surprised me with Michael Jordan's kids, where I go, well, he was like had to be absent enough and not interested in y'all that should have driven you in a way that solves that problem. Do you know what I mean? But LeBron is present.
Yeah, he's a good dad.
He's not, he may not have
Taco
been
Tuesdays.
Yeah.
He was in the house.
He was in the house, and Michael Jordan was not. And I gotta assume that like them kids.
But I think Marcus Jordan like 6'1".
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I think it's got to be both. It's got to be the genetics.
Juanita was a little lady. That wasn't a big,
she wasn't talking.
He didn't breed with.
I almost feel like Michael Jordan did that on purpose.
Yeah, he's like, nobody will be greater than me.
You will not surpass me.
Yeah. Because, like, bro, I think about it like this. As a cat who probably genetically, like, I feel like maybe in previous human history, they would have probably killed me on sight. Like, as soon as I came out the womb, you know what I'm saying? I do think
I think you should probably...
No, just straight off of just like,
he's saying they gonna look at him and be like, "Nah, hit it with a rock." That's
yeah. Because just based on like it wouldn't advance the society in the way it's supposed to.
They're like, "Nah,
I feel like I'm a person who is peaked beyond my genetic ability."
Okay,
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like where I'm at in life, based on my height, the weight to width ratio, my coordination. My ability to focus, my you know what I'm saying? I'm susceptible to having bad breath more than the average person. I feel like I have a lot of people who've been nice to me in this point in my life, where if you a cat like Marcus Jordan, right? Not him, but let's say you a cat who blessed with the genetics. You already got a place to start at. It's kind of like when you see like a white homeless person.
Okay.
Where you like, hey, bro, you had a start. So this is way worse. You had a start at a place. Yeah. We might have to cut this out the program.
No,
it's
like this.
It's a start. You had a start at the place, and all you had to keep was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Versus another person might start a little lower, right?
Yeah.
A cat like me. Breast stank. Gut hanging here, gut over there. I mean, gut everywhere, right? It's gonna be a harder path towards success.
Why do you keep hammering that your breast stinks, man?
I've never experienced that in being with you ever.
Look, I get
Listen,
it,
man.
You gotta relax on your breast stinking.
Okay, check this out. Other cats, they in there. This is
brushing their teeth.
Hold on. This them they.
Yeah.
I'll go to sleep, man. I'm gonna maybe have a little pasta, you know. Me, it's all bigger. It's
yeah.
Whatever that song, you know that song.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
It's
you giving it your all.
Come on, man.
It still ain't hitting the way you want it to be.
2-3 times, and I still got to be like. That's why I don't be in the club. In the club, people want to yap face to face. I can't get no shot at like that, bro. She get one piece of the dragon and burn it up.
But you gotta get her. You gotta get her home. So what are you doing?
You should get a water pick.
You go, bro. I go straight. When I first started talking shot, I'm going straight. All nose, keep the mouth closed. But once the love and endearment come around.
Yeah,
but that overcomes
the nose
adapts
of your queen will come a little bit more, be a little bit less stressed.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
The nose knows to act right.
Yeah, and so, but it happens in all of our lives, right? You might have had a situation where, okay, like man, you like to go and do, you know what I'm saying? You like to play Yu-Gi-Oh. You know what I'm saying? Your girl might find that embarrassing.
Yeah, right.
But that love let her overcome whatever the Yu-Gi-Oh issue is. And that's what I'm saying when it comes to genetics. If you a cat who you could be working as hard as you can, Muggsy Bogues probably in the gym as much as like they talk about KD.
Yeah.
Right.
But this cat was 5'6", so it's like this cat had to work
5'4".
5'4". This cat had to work super hard to get to be not that good in the NBA, bro. But if you born with them hands and them webbed feet,
Yeah.
They said Hakeem Olajuwon popped them shoes off, skin go straight like this. Just
like a duck.
That cat was he either bouncing the basketball or he going.
You gotta get him in the pool.
Yeah, he grabbing gold out the. he either that or he like, you ever seen the cranes that get the toys?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Before the the robots and stuff around, they used to get cats just like him.
Put their little feet in there.
Yeah.
Grab a toy out.
Get some gold.
So man. Yeah, man, but I did say a lot of crazy things.
Let's finish this voicemail.
But there was also footage of them being playful together as well. So I think that Kevin Durant's first super baby is Brittany Griner's child.
Whoa.
Took Brittany Griner's egg and put it inside of her wife with Kevin Durant's sperm.
Whoa.
But we won't know about this probably for the next 8 or 9 years until that child
we won't.
of basketball playing age. And when that kid is windmilling from the foul line in the 4th grade, we have our answer.
Holy shit. I'll say this. I've seen a few documentaries as of late dealing in the practice of men who like are sort of like scamming women on the internet, presenting as like guys who just want to help them have children. Like, I donate my sperm as like helping, and I engage and we talk, and you think I'm a good person and you think I'm smart. I come from good bloodline, whatever the fuck, and I give you my sperm. And then these women are finding out that there are hundreds, if not thousands, of other women that similarly in that area were given that sperm by that man. Oh,
yeah, that's a common. Yeah.
And it causes like all the crossbreeding dangers and weird, like I'm fucking my sister risk if
because
a bunch of
keep
kids
in
my neighborhood are secretly the product of the same dude.
Wow.
And
people do it if they don't know.
Yeah.
That shit happens a lot.
And one of the things that they talk about in the documentaries is that this dude in particular, one dude has like this insane God complex.
Yeah.
And just like cannot not want to fucking make more of him. And it doesn't surprise me at the possibility that like a fucking 7-foot god of basketball would similarly be like, I should build more of me.
No, this is not even... This is not even crazy at all.
No. Now,
the only part is the Griner part. I don't know about that.
Yeah. Where it does feel crazy to me is Kevin Durant has been very intentional not to have kids.
Yeah.
He don't even really have public relationships like that.
He does not date really openly.
Nah, my boy plays basketball and he misses them haircuts, and that's it.
But I think that's what that lends itself to bro theory, because it's like, he could have got this off without us knowing because he's not a very public figure when it comes to that stuff.
You're saying that he, more than anybody, has the potential to
get away with that.
One.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Because we don't know his business.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well,
I want to see a documentary you're talking about.
It's on HBO.
It's really good and very, very sad.
Yeah.
You spend the whole time being like, fuck. This sucks.
Dang.
This is sad. Damn. Mandal, tell the people where they can find you. What cool shit you got going.
Continue to rock out, guys. Do y'all thing, man. Watch this podcast, man. Watch this podcast. Listen to this podcast. They got a TV right here. Turn the TV off. Turn the TV off.
Mm-hmm.
So they had it turned off. That's all I got.
Cool Guy Jokes. Cool Guy Jokes 87 on Instagram. I don't have any dates.
Follow me at Langston Kerman and I guess watch this podcast. Turn your TV off.
Turn your TV off.
Send us your own conspiracy theories at mymommapod@gmail.com. Give us a call at 844-LIL-MOMS. Like, subscribe, rate, review. Follow us on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, whatever is your preferred place. And be nice to each other. Bye, bitch.
This what I feel like. Yeah. laughing to the bank like ha 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 ha.
My Momma Told Me is a production of Will Ferrell's Big Money Players Network and iHeart Podcasts.
Created and hosted by Langston Kerman.
Co-hosted by David Bory.
Executive produced by Will Ferrell, Hansani, and Olivia Aguilar.
Co-produced by Bay Wang.
Edited and engineered by Justin Connor.
Music by Nick Chambers.
Artwork by Dogon Krieger.
You can now watch episodes of My Momma Told Me on YouTube. Follow at My Momma Told Me and subscribe to our channel.